Hello all, my name is Krish Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, yet another amazing video for all of you, and this is something related to creating APIs for your LLM app in an efficient way using an amazing module that is available in Langchain, which is called as LangServe. Now this tutorials that I'm actually creating, it will be super beneficial for you. Let's say that you are already working on a software product and you want to integrate any generative AI application into a software product, then creating APIs for those generative AI module will be super beneficial. So in this video, you will completely get an idea that how easily you can probably create this kind of APIs and integrate with any independent software product also, as many of the companies are doing this specific work. Now again, thanks to Langchain for coming with this amazing model which is called as LangServe. And as we go ahead, Langchain will also be making sure that they are coming up with one-click deployments. And for that, also you really need to learn LangServe. So please make sure that you watch this video till the end. We will keep the like target to 1,000. Guys, understand all these technical videos will actually help you to clear interviews, will help you to work in amazing software companies, in amazing AI companies itself. And just by seeing, if you're following me on LinkedIn, you can probably see a lot of transition stories that I've posted recently. People are able to clear jobs in generative AI fields and all. I want to make sure that all the recent updated things that are probably coming up in the field of generative AI, I should be uploading videos related to that in my channel. So let's go ahead and let's start this particular practical implemented video, and then we will go ahead and step by step we'll start the implementation. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So this is probably, if you're following Langchain, recently I made a video with respect to Langsmith, why Langsmith was specifically used. We had understood. If you don't know about Langsmith, it will basically help you to create an application in such a way that you'll be able to monitor that entire application, debug it, test it, and do multiple things. So let's go ahead with respect to LangServe. So here you can see LangServe helps developer deploy Langchain runnable and chains as REST API. Now, the best part of this is that just by using this LangServe module, you'll be able to create all the necessary things in the form of APIs. And later on, you can also create a client code where you will be able to access those APIs. So that both the things I will be showing in this specific video. Okay. So let me just open this and let me show you that how things will be going ahead. But here you have a lot of options with respect to this. You'll be able to capture logs. You'll be able to capture invoke streams. You'll be able to call multiple APIs, multiple different APIs. It is just not generic to OpenAI. Any kind of APIs that you specifically want to work with, or any LLM models you want to work with, you will be able to work with this itself. So that is the reason I say Langchain is a common framework, and it is an amazing framework because it is compatible to almost all the LLM models out there. Okay, so let me quickly go ahead and open my coding file over here. And now the first thing what I'm actually going to do is that I have updated my .env file, and in this .env file, I have made sure that I have also added my API key. Okay. Now with respect to this particular API key, I have this in requirement.txt. You have all these libraries that I'm going to specifically use. Then here you also have Langchain. And the best thing is that we're also going to use FastAPI. So if I go ahead and show you the documentation, LangServe, this library is integrated with FastAPI and uses pydantic for data validation. Okay, so this is a library, amazing library in Python, which will actually help you to perform data validation. In addition, it also provides a client that can be used to call the APIs on the server itself. Okay, so for this, a JavaScript client is also available in langchain.js, but we'll try to focus on the Python part. Okay. So the requirement.txt is there, everything is there. Now let's go ahead and start the coding. As usual, what I'm actually going to do, first of all, I'm going to import from FastAPI. I'm going to import the FastAPI. I've already done the installation of all the requirement.txt. Then I'm going to use Langchain from Langchain.prompts. I'm going to use something called as chat prompt template. Okay, chat prompt template, so that I'll be able to create my prompts. Then from Langchain dot chat models, I'm going to specifically use something called as chat OpenAI, chat 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 models, chat OpenAI. So let me just copy it from here, from the documentation. I'm just seeing the documentation because I really need to refer so many libraries over there, right? Then from LangServe, I am, and just by using this example, you can create any kind of applications that you specifically want. Okay, I'm going to import something called as add routes. Now this add routes will be super beneficial because in the form of APIs, if you think, right, in Flask also, right, the number of routes that I specifically add, that many number of APIs gets created, right? So from Langchain, we are going to import that add routes. Along with this, we are also going to use import UVCon. Okay, just let me know in the comment section what exactly is the use of UVCon. Also, you will be able to, I hope many people will be knowing, because I've already explained this in all my previous tutorials where I've used FastAPI and all. So import OS, and then what I will do, I will say OS dot, what I'll do is that I will go ahead and set up my API key. So OS dot environment. Okay, and this will basically be my OpenAI underscore API underscore key. Okay, so this OpenAPI key, I'm going to use it, and here I will write os dot get env, and I will call this for my environment variable OpenAI underscore API underscore key. Okay, so here any kind of APIs keys you can call. You can also use open source LLM models. So right now I'm just going to use OpenAI API key and try to use the OpenAI model itself. Now in the next step, what I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to create my app, and this app will be a kind of the FastAPI app. Three information is basically required in this. One is the title. So I will say in the title, I will probably say this is my Langchain server. After this, I will set up my version number. So here I'm going to write version is equal to 1.0. Okay. And one more parameter, let me give it over here, like description. Here I'm going to say description. I'll say a simple API server. Okay. So this becomes my API server over here. And this is it. Okay. So this is my app, a FastAPI app. Now the next thing is that I have to make sure that I create APIs. Okay. Now with respect to OpenAI key, like for what all purposes I will probably use. I may create another route for, let's say, providing me jokes, or I may also create another route. I may tell the chat OpenAI means chat OpenAI to probably create jokes or text summarization, different functionalities. I'll make sure that I'll add some kind of routes over here. So here what I'm going to do, I'll say add routes, and inside this routes I'm going to first of all use my app, then I have my chat OpenAI, and along with this what I'm actually going to do, I'm also going to create my path, and with respect to this particular path slash OpenAI. Okay, so this is basically my path for the chat OpenAI. I have initialized chat OpenAI over here. Okay, so this is one kind of functionality I'm probably giving it. Okay, so this route is responsible of taking care of this OpenAI part, and this is the model that I specifically have. Okay, now what I will do, I will also go ahead and create my model. So here I'll say chat OpenAI. Okay, now this is just one route. What I will do, I will make sure that I will also add some more routes. Okay, so here I'm going to write add another route. Okay, and inside this route again I'm going to give my app. I'm going to also make sure that let's give one prompt. So just by giving one prompt, you'll be able to understand what I'm actually saying. Okay, so here I'm going to write prompt. So this will be my first API functionality. Just imagine in that way. So this will be my prompt, and here I'm going to write chat prompt template dot from template and here I will just say tell me or provide me an essay for some functionality, or I will say about whatever will be my topic name that will be coming over here. So I'm just saying that, hey, this is one of the functionality that you really need to do. Whatever topic I give over here, you need to provide me an essay. Okay, so this becomes my first prompt. Now let's say that I give another prompt, one more prompt I'll say. Okay, so this will be my prompt one, and I'll say, hey, provide me a poem about, okay, and whatever topics is there. So I will use this prompt in another route and this prompt in another route, so that I have multiple services in the form of API. So now in the next app, in the next add route, what I will do, I will add my prompt over here and I will combine it with my model, okay, with my model of chat OpenAI. Then I also need to give the path. So here I'll write path is equal to, let's say, I will say this is my essay. Okay. So this is becoming my essay. Now one more route I want to probably create over here. And this time, instead of writing prompt, I will write prompt1 / model. And this time it will be /poem. Okay. So two APIs I've created. One is /essay, one is /poem, and one is about the generic OpenAI. Okay. Now all these things will be getting listed in this FastAPI. That is the most powerful thing, right? You can actually create the LLM app anyhow, but the main thing is that how you are able to create these APIs, right? So once you have added all the routes, now what I will do, I will go ahead and write if __name __ double equal to __ main __. Then I will go ahead and write uvcon dot run, right? And then I will write app is equal to host is equal to, let's say host, I will say localhost or 127.0.0.1. And then the port that I'm actually going to use is 8000. Okay. Now see the magic. As soon as I run, what will happen? Okay. So let me open my terminal, and this terminal over here, I will open my command prompt. Okay. Now let's go ahead and run this. I'm already inside my VENV environment. I will go ahead and write python app.py. Okay. Okay. I'm not getting any error. So see, all those things are coming. See, LangServe, playground for /essay, for /OpenAI, /poem, everything is visible. Now let me open the URL. Oops. Let me copy this. Okay, now see over here, you'll be able to see that right now I'm getting details not found. Okay, so in order to access all the APIs, I have to just write /docs, because it is using that entire functionality with respect to the FastAPI. As I said, pydantic library also it uses, right? So over here you can see I have this OpenAI API key, OpenAI config. Okay, if you go ahead and see each and everything, what is this input schema, right? What will be the output schema, what it returns, everything you'll be able to see over here. Now, along with this, you'll also be able to see two more functionalities. See, /essay, right? And /poem, right? So both of them are there. See, /essay, /poem. Now over here, the main thing is that you'll be able to see, okay, in the essay, what kind of input is required. Input is a string. Okay. Output will again be a string, because I'll be saying that, hey, write me a essay about this particular topic, right? So all this information that you are able to see just by writing some lines of code, you'll be able to see the entire things over here. But still the question rises, Krish, how do I hit this specific API, right? And that is what I will be writing the code with respect to my client end. Now understand this, in this particular URL, already these APIs are running. Okay. Now what I am going to do over here is that I will go ahead and create one more file, and this file will be my client.py. Okay. Just to give you an idea how I'm going to hit this particular files, okay, or hit these APIs. Okay. And it's just like a client SDK. Okay. Now over here, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write import requests. And as I know the URL where it is probably running, right? So here, let me go ahead and create my response. And here, let me write request dot post. It'll be a post request. And here, the first thing that I'm actually going to do is call my URL, right? And whatever services I want. Let's say over here, I'm saying essay. Okay. Now just imagine over here what I'm using over here, guys. This is my URL where my API is running. And if I use /invoke, right, then it is going to call that particular API. Okay. Understand this. This is a important things, because tomorrow, if you're going in any companies, this is the best way that how you can actually create an API. So this is my API URL. Okay. Right. /invoke. I just need to do /invoke. Now the next thing that I actually require is my JSON. Okay. So here I will write JSON. And I will create my key values, right? So my input will be nothing but the name that I've actually created is topic. And topic wise, what I will do, okay, let me just see what mistake I'm actually doing. Okay, I have to close this. Okay, input colon topic is equal to, and here I will just give my topic name as, okay, see guys, I'm also seeing the documentation, and based on that I'm just writing it. Let's say the documentation there another example is given, so I'm trying to just make sure that I do some of the changes over here, and that is the reason. And it's okay to see the code, and I don't need to even by heart it. So topic is equal to, since I really need to write an essay, I'll say my best friend. Okay, so this will basically be my topic over here. Some errors. Okay, I will close this. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, input topic my best friend. Okay, and then I've closed this over here, right? So that basically means whatever thing I will be calling over here, write me an essay about, I have to call this slash essay. That is the reason we have written slash essay slash invoke. And here it is expecting a topic, right? And we are giving the topic over here. That is nothing but my best friend. Now, after calling this particular post request, I will go ahead and write print response dot JSON, and here I'm going to basically let me just go ahead and print this response dot JSON. Now I will not close this. This is already running in the background in the form of API. I will open another command prompt, and let me go ahead and execute it from here. So now I'm going to write Python client.py, and let's see whether we'll be able to get it or not. Okay, perfect. See, the entire response is coming. Output is over here, content is over here, my best friend is something over here. So let me directly call this message. Okay, so for calling this message, I know it is inside my output key, and inside the output you have the content key. Okay, now I will go ahead and call it. Now let's print it. Now directly I should be getting the message. No need to get all this information, you know. Mudde ka cheez chahiye humko, right? I just need to get the message. So here you can probably see I have my best friend. Friendship is a special bond, and all the information I'm able to get, right? So if you are following my entire Langchain series and probably developing multiple applications, I think you should have understood the important purpose of this. But at the end of the day, you are creating amazing APIs from an entire LLM app in a very simplistic manner. So I hope you like this particular video. This was it from my side. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you and all. Take care. Bye-bye.